Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new season, a new year of the Unfiltered Brew Podcast. I'm your host, Noura. I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Kat. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
We missed you. It's been, I don't know, 2 months. I've lost count, to be honest.
It's literally been like since, I can't remember what,
late
October. End of October, beginning of November, since we've had our first episode, or last episode we did.
Yeah, we took a little break for travel. Our schedules were getting really hectic towards the end of the year, and we decided, you know what, it's okay, let's take a little break, recalibrate, and come back stronger in 2026. So here we are. We're so excited. I feel like we've gone through so much, even in the last 2 months.
Oh my gosh, we have.
We should unload.
Let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna give you all the tea as to why we have been kind of taking a break, which I feel like in life everyone needs a break sometimes. Like between work and your social life and like everything that's going on, you like get overworked and overwhelmed, and when you try to manage juggle a lot of things, like you get overworked, and it's not really about being overworked through the podcast. It's just more of like December is a heavy month. Mm-hmm. It's heavy for everybody with the holidays, with everyone just chaotic. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I feel like everyone's been just on different wavelengths in the last 2 months, and even with us, just even trying to hang out outside of the podcast, guys, it's been impossible. But my lovely Kat flew down to Miami to surprise me for my birthday.
I did. Noura, happy birthday, Noura.
Thank
because
you.
Literally, it was just her birthday, and we just had. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Should we talk about Miami?
Let's talk about Miami.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you went. Well, you went earlier than me.
Yeah, we went down. So I flew down to Lauderdale, drove to Key West, which was amazing, guys. Check out the content I'm sharing on my Instagram. There's a little highlight that says Key West. Highly recommend checking it out because Key West is beautiful. It's like a beach town on steroids.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett with chickens running around and lots of key lime pie. That's how I can describe Key West.
Tell someone that has never been. What are some of your favorite things in Key West?
Oh my God. So I think my favorite thing was driving. The drive from...
Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful. Guys, so basically the Florida Keys are made up of I think over 1,500 islands. And the major islands are connected through overwater bridges, and you're on this 2-way highway all the way through the Keys until you get to the southernmost point, which is Key West. So you're gonna be passing lots of keys, which you can stop and take photos and grab a bite at this diner and this restaurant and lots of seafood. So the drive was one of my favorite. The views is stunning.
How amazing is the water?
Oh, crystal blue waters, absolutely beautiful. We rented a Jeep, which I highly recommend getting some sort of convertible. I think the Jeep is the best because it's very efficient, it's fun, it's high, and then you don't feel like you're not stuck in a small car. But it's part of the experience to get a Jeep.
Yeah,
and it was so fun. We stayed in the key that we stayed in was called Duck Key. Like quack quack, like duck. And we drove, and then we drove. Literally, the logo for the key is a duck. And then we drove to Key West the following day, which was an extra hour drive. So from Miami to Key West is about 3 hours.
I think you did it the smart way.
Yeah.
I think you did. Split, because when I went down there, we just drove straight through, which was kind of tiring. But if we had just maybe stopped and do a quick stop,
so
stay there, and
it's
drive,
fun
it's
and
better.
Some people fly into Key West. There's an airport there, but I really think you'll enjoy it if you do the drive. It's part of the experience. You gotta do the drive.
It's so scenic. You have to do it. Yeah,
stunning. And then once you get to Key West, the vibe there is, how do I explain it? It's so Main Street is called, what was it called? Duval Street? Yeah, Duval Street. That's the main street in Key West. And it's also bars and restaurants and music, live bands. It's almost like Nashville of the...
On the water. Yeah. I agree.
It's family oriented. You can take your family there. You can take your partner there. You can go with a group of friends. We saw bachelorette parties. We saw couples. We saw families. There's lots of chickens. I don't know what's the deal with chickens, but a lot of chickens are just roaming around.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
And roosters and hens. Lots of key lime pie. It was my first time. I loved it. I recommend everybody taking a little road trip down there from Florida. I would definitely go back. I loved it.
And you guys stayed in like a really nice resort.
Yep, we stayed in a really nice resort.
And I remember asking Noura, I was like, what resort are you staying at?
Oh my God, yeah.
Listen to this story. So I'm asking her, what was that? You know, I asked her like 5 times. She's like,
how do you spell it? She's like, what's the resort?
How do you spell it? Where's it at? And she's like, I don't know. And I said, and she's like, I gotta check. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to try to find out what resort, because I want to send her a complimentary champagne to wait for her there while, you know, because it was her birthday.
I was so oblivious. And
so
also,
she's probably like, why is she asking me all this time?
I didn't really think of it, but you're like, how do you spell that? That's why I'm like, why does she wants the spelling? I'm like, oh, maybe she's just interested maybe she wants to look into staying here too. I don't know. And then we got there, we checked in, we went to the pool, to the beach, little bay, and then like literally caught me off by surprise. Walked into the room and there's like a bottle of champagne there. I'm like, ooh, like who gave us champagne? And then there's a little note that says, to my habibi. I put on my story.
I did, yeah.
From Kat, which was so cute. Which again, that was just the first snip of surprise, because we go back to Miami and there's Kat
and then she had no idea that I was coming down. So I decided to take the first flight out Sunday morning, and I met them in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. It was nice because we just enjoyed the day. Like it's nice to just like get away and you lay on the beach and get a nice tan.
Well, let's talk about like the Uber ride. Can we talk about the Uber ride after Mila?
Oh my God.
we went,
but we got to talk about Mila. Yeah. So we went to Mila. It's this amazing place in Miami. The vibes are great. You walk in, it's just very like, I can't even, exotic.
It's very exotic. That's the right
very,
word
very
to use.
Exotic.
Very exotic.
While you're eating dinner, they have these dancers that are playing with fire. Like it's such a good place to see. If you're ever in the Miami area, go to Mila, make a reservation ahead of time, because they do tend to sell out very fast. But after Mila, we get this Uber ride to go
Not
to
just
this
after Mila, be specific. After Mila and after a few martinis and cocktails.
Yeah. We did have, So we get inside this Uber. We're on our way to Tea House, which is a little cocktail bar on top of this building downtown.
Another rooftop,
where is it at? Brickell, yeah. And this guy had a karaoke machine inside.
And his Uber.
This Uber drive. Oh my God, it was great.
Like with mics and everything.
We could pick our own songs.
And I think we gave him like a migraine.
But I mean, like, why is he getting mad? So he kind of got mad at us because we kept singing and we kept, you know, I was singing Taylor Swift and you were singing Taylor Swift. Then we did Journey. We did all these different songs. And, you know, if you're going to have a karaoke machine in your car, don't get mad when people use it. You know, it's just, I have to say,
I mean, it was probably one of the best Uber rides I've ever had, because it kept me from feeling nauseous in Ubers. I hate being driven, but also it was so fun. It felt like it was a 30-minute drive because we sang so much, but I think it was only 10 minutes.
I think it's at 20 minutes.
Was it 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Wow. Okay, see, I don't recall.
Because we were over the bridge.
I don't recall.
So Brickell is like over the bridge.
Right, it's downtown. Yeah. That's right. We were on the South Beach.
And then we went to Tea House, which was really pretty beautiful.
And then, after Tea House, what did we do after Tea House? We took an Uber back to Lauderdale where we were staying.
Yes.
She falls asleep in the Uber, like passed out.
I literally passed out.
And then I'm half asleep, and the Uber driver was telling me his life story.
Really?
Yeah, he was from Brazil. And
I did not hear anything because I was
half asleep, and I was trying to keep the conversation going because I felt bad. and it felt like he was venting to me. He was an Uber driver. He's saying he's underpaid as an Uber driver, and it's not fair because Uber takes a big cut. Uber, why are you doing this to our Uber drivers?
No, that's not the first time I've heard someone complain about driving with Ubers.
Yeah.
That they take such a big cut. I said, might as well be your own personal
driver. But then I think
you make the money.
But eventually, I think I like zoned out and slept. We woke up at the hotel, thank God, because I don't know where we would have ended up.
Oh, this comes a good part
and then I want to share the video because I actually saw a video. I found a video of us in the room.
Can we? I want to see it.
Should I bring it up?
Can I see it?
Maybe I'll show it to you after this. We ordered Taco Bell at like 3:00 in the morning because
we were so hungry.
Because
even after Mila, I mean, we didn't eat pretty like heavy at Mila.
Mila is sushi, like elevated sushi, tapas, small plates. You're not gonna get full from having it didn't fulfill our hunger, and we were like, what do we got? And then she was passed out talking to herself in the bed. I'm like, what is Kat? She was saying the wildest things. Maybe I'll snip the recording and put it to this because it's the funniest thing ever. And then
I don't even know what I was saying.
You were saying wild shit, Kat, like things that you say when you've had too many cocktails,
too many espresso martinis.
And I got concerned for a second. I'm like, is she okay? Because you were saying things out of this world, like that didn't make no sense. Something about feet. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. Larry, knowing Kat, imagine her after a few cocktails, like how this was like after a long night of having cocktails. So I was trying to,
I do remember laughing.
I was trying to shove this taco down her throat to get some food in her stomach.
I kept asking her, I said, is it chicken or beef? And she's like, I don't know, just eat it. And then I'm like eating it and I'm like, ooh, it's chicken.
That was the funniest. I didn't. And then after
I chicken taco.
I downed a burrito and a taco. I think I gave you also a burrito and a taco. I don't remember. And then we slept.
Then we woke up the next morning. We went to go have a coffee.
Made our way to the beach somehow. And just slept on the beach the whole. We
literally napped on the beach.
Yeah.
That was so nice. Oh.
Yeah, and then we went to our favorite place, Coconuts. We've talked about Coconuts on here before. This was like, we talked about it a year ago when we went down to Miami together.
Yeah, we went out, yeah. Listen, Coconuts, I'm telling you guys right now, Coconuts is the best place in Fort Lauderdale, and you have to go there. They have the best lobster claws. They make you want to just... I don't even know what they make me want to do. I just want to eat them. I literally just want to eat them. They're amazing, and the vibes are great. You're on the water, and we ate dinner during a sunset, which was stunning and healing. One thing I do love about Fort Lauderdale, though, is that we both took the morning walk. Like, I love waking up at like 6 in the morning, and I love heading out to see the sunrise. It's very... meditating, while you're walking down the beach and you're listening to your meditation, even if it's like a 5 to 10 minute meditation, I highly suggest anyone that has a lot on their mind, just ground yourself with like a little mini meditation on YouTube. And I absolutely love doing that. That's like my favorite thing there. Or even a meditation at night, just walk down the beach and
it's very therapeutic.
Just like relax your brain from everyday life, from everything that's, going through it, the chaos, and just it's a little bit of a reset.
What's crazy that even my friends noticed, because I had this intention, again, it was a very last minute trip, but I had this intention that when I go on this trip, I'm going to log off mentally and physically, like from social media.
And we didn't even take many pictures.
Yeah. I took pictures, but like I didn't post right away, and
you waited.
I waited. Yeah. I didn't like get on social media. And I remember when I came back, one of my close friends, Kathy, goes like, I feel like you had a good time there. You seem really happy. I'm like, actually, yes, this was the first trip. I've taken like 5 different trips in the last few months, but this was the first trip where I felt like I was so present, Kat. Yeah. I'm not used to that being this fully. Usually there's something
like being in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually there's something spurring in my head, whether it's like stress or work or something personal, like I was so intentional about not thinking about anything. I'm like, and I even told my sister, I'm like, I'm not gonna be responding to texts very quickly, so here's my location. Like, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But don't be worried if I don't respond back in a few hours, because I just don't want to be on my phone. I just trying to log off and like,
that's
decompress.
so healthy. That's so healthy. Yeah.
It was amazing. And speaking of like decompressing and letting go, like I want to ask you, I feel like me and you haven't really talked about what is one thing that you feel like you're leaving in 2025 and not bringing into 2026?
In what way? Like,
anyway, it could be
in what context? Like,
any content, like one thing,
anything.
One thing could be personal, could be work related, could be.
I think, and I'm very going to say strongly about this, overgiving and overextending and overdoing and overworking. Like, I'm the type of person that always like goes above and beyond for everybody, that always does more than I should, or that always gives more than, you know, like I should, or, you know, you want my arm, I'll give you my leg too. That's just kind of, I've always been like that person. And I think one thing that I've learned is to only fill the cup up as far as they're filling yours, whoever it is, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whether it's, you know, friends, whether it's anybody, you know. I really strongly am working really hard, and I'm still doing it right now. You know, that's like my 2026 is I'm not going to overgive. I'm not going to overdo myself. I'm not going to, you know, do extra for things that, you know, it's not coming right back to me. You know, I'm going to reciprocate the same energy that I'm giving out, that you're giving me, you know, because I've always just been overgiving.
You are like that. And I do
this. I put everything first, you know, even when it comes to work, I put everything first, but my own needs, and I'm not doing that anymore. And and even in relationships, like, I'll give chance after chance after chance, you know, and eventually people start to take advantage of those chances that you give them. And then they think that, oh, you know, you're consistently going to be giving. No, fuck that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done. I got to fill my own cup to be able to fill everything else. And that's just where I'm at. I'm not letting things upset me, and I'm not overgiving. And that's where I get upset at myself is I'll give more than I should, and then I get pissed off, and I get into my own head about it.
I know.
I did it. Why did I do it?
And I always remind you, remember, I'm like, don't.
You do. You always do. You always like, don't do that. You always have to just meet where you're, you know.
Meet them where they are, like where they meet you. Like, and
exactly.
And it's like,
and you've always told me that too.
Yeah.
You know, I burn myself out. I overwork myself. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't.
Not everyone deserves your energy, especially at this time of, like, I mean, at our age and our circle is small. Keep it that way. Meet people where they meet you. Just be a mirror. That's how I am these days.
And now I'm throwing that same question back at you.
What am I leaving 2025? What am I leaving? I think I'm leaving. So when it comes to me personally, like, I have acknowledged that I was reactive in 2025. And there's a lot of days where I showed up to record or to other work functions or events where I showed up when I was feeling very low.
Yeah.
And I think this year I want to still show up, but really take care of things in the back end, because I think I've ignored my emotional health for, I think, a good chunk of 2025.
Yeah.
I would show up. I mean, there's plenty of times when I came in here when I didn't want to. There were times where, why'd you have to ask that?
No, but go ahead. That's okay. If you can get emotional if you need to, because life is hard sometimes. And
Yeah. I feel like there's so many days where I just didn't want to get out of bed and didn't want to get on with the day. And I say this with so much love and gratitude to Miss Kitty Cat, because she and a few other people in my life who really carried me through like the hardest months of my life when nobody saw that side. Like, I didn't share it on social media. I showed up to work, showed up to the studio, showed up for my family. There's only a few people that saw that dark side that I was going through. And Kat was one of them. And she really like held my hand and helped me push through those dark times and really lift me up. And
I'm always going to be here for you. And I love you with every inch of my heart.
Yeah, I was fighting demons.
Know that but I was fighting him with you too.
Yeah,
and that's what matters, that you have someone there forever to, we're all going to go through things in life that sometimes, life sometimes knocks you down, but it's the fact that you continue to push through is where I'm so proud of you. You just pushed and pushed and pushed, and you didn't let that noise ruin you. And I'm so proud of where you're at right now.
Yeah, I don't usually say I'm proud of myself. I don't give myself credits, but I think I'm going to say it now. I did push through a lot in those dark times, and with the help of you and those people know who they are. Whoever's listening, they know who they are, that held my hand through my darkest times, and for those who wanted to see me low.
Let's talk about those motherfuckers.
No. But on a serious note,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and I think it's a sentiment to our friendship, and a sentiment to everyone that I kept close to me. I picked the right people to keep close to me. And only those people. I think
there's a reason why God put us together.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, 100%. I needed you.
Like, we help each other through really hard times.
I need you every day.
Oh, I love you.
I do.
And like, it's crazy because like so back to your question, like what I'm leaving in 2025, I shedded an old version of myself. I'm continuously shedding that person of being reactive and really emotional and letting people get to me with words. Like, I've built like a strong barrier over the last few years, and it takes a lot for someone to get under my skin. And like, unfortunately, I've allowed certain things get to me in 2025, which caused me to get into this reactive cycle, and which led to self-doubt, inconsistency with how I saw myself, decreased love for I felt like I didn't love myself anymore. I remember, like, I would tell you, like, I don't feel like I'm whole. I don't know who I am. I look in the mirror, and it's crazy. Like, I'm coming on here saying this because I would still show up to the podcast and to work, and nobody saw.
I mean, honestly, no one saw the pain. And like, when you're like a friend of someone that's like going through a tough time, like it makes it harder on you. Like on me, not harder, but it makes it hard for me because I hate to see you that way. So it was, your hurt was my hurt, like I hated seeing you that way. And there's times that, we would cry together in the car and come and put a face on to record for the people, and not knowing the pain behind whether it's me crying or whether it's you crying, like you've been there for me as well too, and like, it's just, people only see the perception of this. They don't see the back story of like how hard this sometimes can get, and how vulnerable it is, and how.
And I say, that's why I have like a love and hate relationship with social media. It's a great way to showcase what you're doing and share your life with the people that follow you, and be open and be vulnerable. But I struggle with vulnerability. I struggle with it my whole life, with my family, with the people around me, even with friends. Like, I don't, you know me, like I'm very hard shell to open. I don't trust very easily, and like to be able to like share certain things sometimes scares me, and like, I'm like, oh my, am I oversharing? But then I'll get messages like, oh my God, like I relate to this. Like, thank you for sharing. Like, I understand what you're going through. I'm going through the same thing. Thank you for, and then that's what makes it rewarding.
Yeah.
That I know there's so many people going through the same thing.
Oh yeah, you're not like if by you. I don't think you should ever feel like as if you're oversharing, because you're never oversharing. If anything, that oversharing could impact someone's life. That oversharing can change someone's day, and that oversharing can change someone's mindset. Like that's going through a hard time. Everybody is going through something, and all you could do is share your story, and it could potentially impact and change someone else's life.
Yeah.
You know,
and which brings me to like 2026, and I think I had a small conversation with you about it, about like my attitude for 2026 is, excuse my French, fuck it.
Fuck it. No, that's great. That's great. You're not giving your energy to that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I gave energy in the past, but like the certain things will rub me the wrong way. Now I'm just like,
or trigger. You're lowering your triggers.
Yeah, like I just gonna take it day by day. I think I want to be present more. It's one of the hardest things to do in life in today's world of the social media and digital world is to be present and not compare your life to another person and not think about what you could have done or what you would have been. And that's something I struggled with. Something else that I started in 2025 is going to therapy and having someone on a consistent basis to talk to about anything that pops into my mind, because that was my outlet, instead of feeling like I had to react and take it out on certain things, whether it's me, like it was basically affecting my physical health. But then, going to therapy really helped because I got to talk to someone about it, a professional, which helped direct my emotions. And instead of being reactive, putting those thoughts, I don't want to say on paper, but like hypothetically on paper, and figuring out how to deal with manage your emotions, and train your brain to be less reactive. That's something I've been working on. And
it's like organizing your emotions, like what they can, what gives the energy, what you can give energy to and whatnot. It's
and like also
so important.
Filtering out the people around you.
Oh my gosh, not everybody has good intentions.
Not
for you.
everyone
That's
should have access
and that's
to
a
you.
Fact.
Not everyone should have access to you. I've talked about this before. I want to always, I thrive to elevate myself. That's the end goal, is to elevate myself, elevate the people around me, whether it's personal, financial, whatever, family related, career-wise. And the first thing that people miss, they think, they got to start with themselves. No, start with your surrounding and your environment.
Exactly.
Look around you.
It's such a big impact. Like, who you are around. And I've always loved that quote. You are who you are surrounded by. Mm-hmm. So I don't care what people say, but it's the truth. Mm-hmm. So I think you should always surround yourself with people that make you grow, with people that, have a vision, people that have values and,
morals, and doesn't necessarily need to
respect you.
Yeah, respect
on top of that,
you.
Respect you. Respect your time. Respect your vulnerability, yourself. Stay consistent.
I told my followers 2 weeks ago, right before the new year, I'm like, don't be a loser. Don't be around losers. And to define losers, in my opinion, losers are people who gossip, who put people down, who don't clap for you when you're doing well, only show up to your doorstep when you're doing really bad. They just want to, they just watch, but they also want reassurance that you're still at this low position and you haven't elevated and you're not doing better than they are. Yeah. These are losers. And I swear to God, I can identify a loser within 20 seconds of meeting the person.
Yeah.
I've really built that awareness. And like we just said, the first thing you need to be doing is looking at who are you with. If you're not happy, first of all, look around you. Are you surrounded by people who are going to make you feel better, make you feel elevated, make you feel like you got to push forward? And that's the biggest, I think, number one, advice I can give anyone.
Yeah. What's been taking most space in your mind recently?
Ooh.
Like, what is something that you've been thinking about lately that's just kind of been there, and how do you want to change it if it's something, you know?
There's a few things. Well, one of them is the podcast, like how to grow the podcast in 2026. We've talked about this. We've had our meetings, and that's something that we both want to definitely focus on in 2026.
Yeah.
That's something that's been taking up, taking some mental space, which is
Trying
in a
to
good
find
way.
creative ways to do different things and grow.
Yeah. What about you? Be honest.
Lately?
Be real. Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this question. I think, I mean, the podcast for the positive as well. Me too. I think to me, also like what's been on my mind is resting and slowing down and not being as, like I mentioned earlier, being overworked, but just like kind of focusing on myself, focusing on my health. You know, I think me overworking myself has caused my stomach issue that I've been dealing with lately. I don't know. To all my listeners, I've had like this like sharp pain in my stomach for the last like 8 days, and I've been trying to figure it out.
More than 8 days.
It's been more, yeah.
More than
and I kept complaining, and I thought it was like acid reflux, but it like wasn't acid reflux, and I don't know what it is, but we got some testing coming up, so hopefully it's nothing like terrible or crazy. It's something like curable, but it's just been like painful, and I think I brought it onto myself because of my anxiety and dealing with things that I shouldn't be dealing with, and that also includes relationship wise.
Give us some context.
Meaning like, you know, talking to somebody that's just consistent, you know, you want to grow something with, and they just consistently stay in. First, they're all about you. They're all about building life with you. And then just out of nowhere, these people change and they don't want to grow anymore. They just want to be inconsistent, and
They want to
like
be
pull you in enough to just like be like, oh hey, I'm here. So
You know what they're consistent in?
yeah,
They're consistent in being inconsistent.
inconsistent. Yeah. So
It's called love bombing.
I think it's important to figure out what you want to deal with and what you don't, because I think I've gave so many chances to that situation that like I just don't want to do it anymore.
No, we're not doing that this year.
And it's like just not something I want to deal with right now. So sometimes you have to choose yourself, and you have to choose your health and
choose clarity.
And clarity, yeah. Sometimes when you want to know about how someone feels about you, you don't need physical clarity. You just need how someone's actions towards you really says a lot about how, if they're interested in you and if they care about you, you know. Someone like me, like when I care about someone, when I love someone, when I want the best for someone, when I want to build with someone, I'm going to do whatever I can to give them clarity, consistency, clear communication, you know, be there, have good intentions for this, and not let them feel confused and or down or mentally stuck, you know, like. And I think a lot of people that do tend to be in that consistent spot in life have a lot of internal conflict that they need to deal with and are semi-broken. So before I suggest whoever is inconsistent, I suggest you heal yourself first before you get into another relationship, because, you know, like I said, you got to fill up your water. You got to fill up your cup before you let someone else. So that's like, I guess to answer your question, it's the whole relationship situation that's been kind of situationship, which is over at the moment. So, but it is what it is. Life goes on. You move on. You keep living, and it's what it is.
2026.
You know, 2026. No fucks given. Fuck it.
No fucks
Fuck
given.
it.
No fucks given.
Fuck it.
And we're not gonna bleep that out. Because we're
No,
unfiltered.
We're unfiltered. We can do whatever we want. So, what part of yourself are you proud of growing into right now?
What I'm proud of?
Yeah.
Managing all the little projects I'm doing. Managing my consulting gig with the podcast, with sharing content and my life, and while, you know, having a personal life. Yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I'm in a really good place. I actually genuinely mean that right now. Like, I have an amazing circle of friends. I am excited for 2026. I'm excited for this podcast. We have so many amazing guests that are coming on this year, guys.
And so many amazing ideas and things that are going to surface. And I mean, people will see it when it happens. Yeah.
And just living and traveling. And that's, you know, I love that I'm able to travel, and I love that.
Speaking of travel, should we tell our customers? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I felt like I was at Billy's Martini Bar for a moment. Should we tell our listeners we're taking a little summer trip together?
Maybe not yet. Let's keep it a surprise.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it a surprise.
We won't tell you where, but it's happening.
Yes. Noura and
Kat. Unfiltered Air.
On Unfiltered Air is coming.
Unfiltered Air. Unfiltered Travel.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's going to be fun. I am excited for this. I'm actually sick of this weather. I got to say that. If there's one thing
But you know what? It's sunny.
It is.
It's sunny. That's all that matters.
It's been snowy and blizzarding for the last few days. And, like, what are the chances that the day we are back in the studio, we got this beautiful sun? Look what we bring to you, Larry. We bring to you sunshine.
We are the sunshine of your life, Larry.
We are the sunshine.
What do you think makes our friendship work, and even when life gets messy?
Ooh. How we're, like, super honest with each other. Like, you'll put me in my place and I'll put you in your place.
Facts.
Like, I swear.
Facts.
Like, when if I've, like, rubbed Kat the wrong way one day or whatever, she'll, like, listen. And I'll get a text from her. We gotta talk. It's like I'm in detention.
We need to speak.
Yeah, I think vice versa. And, like, we keep it light. We, like, and the thing is with our friendship, like, yeah, we'll get, like, irritated or mad at each other, but then, like,
we never fight.
Yeah, we don't fight.
Like,
we just
if we'll disagree, but then we'll, like, disagree to agree.
Yeah.
You know, like, we'll just be like, but the one thing that I love about us, and it's 333 right now. The one thing I love about us is that we talk about it. We communicate, and it's clear communication. Like, I literally tell you what's on my, like, heart, like, right. Like, if something upsets me, I tell you, you tell me.
Yeah.
Like, it's never confusing. It's never like, hey, is Kat feeling this way? Hey, and if you feel off, I know when you're off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you good?
But you know, it's funny, we're off at the same time because we're on the same cycle.
But we are off on the same cycle, yeah. But honestly, we were on the same cycle in Miami, and it was great. It was good.
Because we were in Miami. Miami hits different, you know? Warm weather, sunny, beach, Mila, going out.
We gotta go back to coconuts.
Oh, I mean, hey, just say the word and I'll have light. We're going. But yeah, it's, our friendship is great.
And I think we understand each other. Yeah. You know, I think we understand where one is coming from, and we can, like, resonate.
Yeah, and we also separate, like, work from friend.
Yeah,
like, when we're like,
when we're in business mode, we're in business mode.
Yeah.
When we're in friendship mode, we're very friendship mode. Yeah. So it's like, and Noura knows everything. I know everything. Yeah, I literally, one little thing, and I'm like running to tell her.
Right.
Like, this is what happened. This is what this person,
and she knows me so well. Like,
we never hide anything from each other.
Yeah, she knows everything. She literally knows everything, which is kind of scary at the same
time.
And
you know me too.
If you guys want to know any of my secrets.
No secrets. No. We don't do that. We keep secrets to ourselves.
What's one thing that severely humbled you in 2025?
I'm just trying to think. I think what humbled me is more so traveling and seeing how different cultures live and seeing how people like a lot of people don't have a lot, and, like, I think you know, when we do have all these things, and like the thing is, okay, so going to, like, for example, whether it's Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, or whatever, and I had just gone to Italy, and you know, you see how people live and how like they're so happy from like the simple things in life. And I think what humbles me is that sometimes I find myself in a situation where when I want something, I want it now, like I want this, I want that, you know, and you know, I'm grateful for what I have. And I'm thankful for what I have. And I pray to God every day for the things that I have and the things that He's given me and the opportunities and the travels. And, you know, people come up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, where are you going next? I lived through you. Like, you travel so much. And like, not everyone has that choice. And I, you know, I not that I'm obviously like a humble person already, but it just makes you
a reminder,
like,
right?
Just a reminder of like, you know, the way people live overseas and the way you live here is just, I think we're a little bit all spoiled here.
We are. I mean, honestly, we are
very spoiled.
We're
here,
privileged and spoiled. I have to, like, the other day I was scrolling, and you know, sometimes, you know, when you're like, oh, like I gotta get my nails done, I gotta get my hair done, blah, blah, blah. And then like I'm scrolling on social media, and then I see a hungry kid in like Palestine or Africa, and I'm like, I'm such a bitch. Like, I'm like, look at me. Like, I'm fucking complaining about my hair and my nails, and there's a hungry kid with no water, and it's winter, it's freezing, no blankets, and like, and that humbles me. Like, it reminds. I'm not a person, but it reminds me of like, okay, I gotta be more
like slow
grateful.
down.
I gotta be more grateful. I can't be so picky. I can't be so needy, and I gotta be more grounded. And I think it's important for everybody listening is to go look at how people are living in other countries and really appreciate what we have. We have a roof over our head, we have food on the table, and we have a hot bed, like a hot, you know, warm bed to sleep in. Yeah. And what 50% of the world don't have that? Like it's sad, and that's what humbles me, and I have to keep reminding myself that.
And you have to keep reminding yourself, like, you have, like, and there's times that we forget how much, like, everything that you have now is something you've prayed for before. So you have to, like, not continuously. I mean, obviously, more things would happen.
You gotta be appreciative.
You just have to be
of
appreciative of what you have right now and where you're at right now. You know, I think that's important.
I feel like you have to live like you're always in abundance to attract abundance.
Yeah.
With how little you have or how much more you have. Live in abundance, feel like you're always in abundance, and you're going to attract abundance in your life.
I agree. And that also helps every morning when you wake up. You know, like, I'll sit there, like, this is like my morning routine. I'll get up in the morning, I'll have my glass of water, and I'll just like talk to myself in the morning. Like, you know, like, not every morning do I say 3 things I'm grateful for, but I try to. I pray every night before I go to bed. I have a whole like thing. You know, I pray for my mom, I pray for my family, I pray for you, I have like a whole thing. It's like, and I'm trying to also build like a good relationship with God as well too. And I pray for myself, I pray for the podcast, I pray for everyone that I love. Like, it's just something that gets me through, and every morning I do the same thing, and it puts you like right in like a good mindset to start your day. Like, you have to, and I know you also pray a lot as well, and you know, I think that's important to make prayer part of your day, and because it does change your day a lot. Honestly, miracles and little blessings will happen throughout the day that you don't even realize.
I love that. Yeah. Being grateful. I think those are the non-negotiables for 2026.
100%.
Praying, gratitude, and being present, and boundaries. These are the non-negotiables every single year. Those are the pillars of life. Yeah.
What else have we done that we want to tell people in 20? Well, since the holidays, like those kind of, everyone's so chaotic with the holidays.
Oh my God.
So you know what's really funny? So I was Ubering from when my car was in the shop that one week from Crocker Park home, and I sat there and listened to this Uber driver talk about how December is crazy, like all these crazies come into his car, and you know, around Christmas time, it should be light. It should be happy. Everyone should be excited and like not arguing. He's like, oh, that last night I had this couple that came into my car and they were arguing about how he liked some girl's picture, and he's
Classic.
like, guys, relax. It's Christmas. Be happy.
Yeah.
You know, but I think, and he also mentioned too, and I didn't, have like December is just so heavy for everybody, and
It's heavy. It's a heavy month. I think a lot of people think it's
with the travel and the
holidays, and maybe somebody lost somebody and not being around their family, they're living abroad. Yeah, a lot of emotions happen in December, but overall, I think it was a good holiday season.
It really was, yeah.
We are excited to take Larry with us on this journey 2026.
Larry, we are so grateful for you.
Yeah, I have to give a shout out to Larry. Larry, we're very grateful for you. We've missed you. Thank you for bearing our madness.
Thank you for seeing us behind the scenes, even when we would bicker and like you literally, like even his advice and his
guidance,
little charm that he has, and his guidance has really helped us
with this podcast. Yeah. And for everybody that's listening, that's subscribed, that's listened, that's followed, that's liked, that's supported, underlined supported, and showed up, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. It means so much to us to see you guys comment and to see you guys direct message us about what we should talk about. And the fact that you're engaging, like engagement's thing, we need engagement, and that's something that we're grateful for that you guys do. And to others, please continue to engage with us, and
we'll keep pushing those episodes out,
and let us know, like I said, like what else you want us to hear, or what guests you would like to see on here.
If there's anybody that comes to your mind that you really want us to have on the pod, shoot us a message, DM at Unfiltered Brew Pod. We'll respond. I'm so excited for this year.
I'm excited. I love you so much.
Love you.
And I love all of you guys. And thank you again for listening to Unfiltered Brew. Remember to like, share, comment, follow us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook,
all over. More content is coming your way, more amazing guests, and we love you.
We love you, and we hope you have an incredible year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Bye.